Hello dear colleagues. This is the Ukrainian Gaming Week Insider Podcast. My name is Lavrenty Gubin, and today we have a special guest, no doubt, an insider in the Ukrainian gaming business, Boris Baum, advisor to the deputy head of the office of the President of Ukraine. Good afternoon.
Hello Lavrenty.
Greetings, Boris. Thank you for taking the time to visit us. So, recently we found out about the first day of the Commission's work. You are often introduced as someone who is closely involved in the new gaming business, legalization of it in Ukraine, including the establishment of a commission. Do you know what the commission is doing now? What are its first tasks? What functions does it handle within its first days?
Thanks for the flattering feedback. The whole country is engaged in the gambling business. And, of course, without the will of the president, the presidential team, the help of the cabinet of ministers and other participants, none of this would be possible. Nevertheless, I take some credit for being an active person, perhaps, a driver of this process. Yes, indeed, the commission has begun its operations. The first meeting of the committee was held last week. It was an initiation of the process. It adopted the documents that were necessary for the further work of the Commission. A regulation defines the staff of the Commission. Without it, the full-fledged work would be impossible. And it will be impossible to hire the staff that will help the Commission to work. The regulations were also agreed. Also, they have made a decision that everyone is talking about, to create an expert council. The second meeting of the Commission will take place today. I know it will have to assemble every week. There is a procedure. I think someone posted an agenda even on Facebook. If I remember correctly, they will discuss technical issues. Approval of the texts of decrees of the Cabinet of Ministers on licensing conditions, on other technical conditions. This does not mean that we accept them, it simply states the very order of actions in the text. Plus, I hope that today some parameters and some candidates for the expert council will be agreed upon. So, every week they will gather and work actively, I hope.
Please tell us more about this expert council. How do you think, how it is going to be established? How will the Commission organize it? And what will be its functions?
The expert council is stipulated by the law within the Commission. The idea of the expert council, in my personal understanding, is that this is a real independent expert body that will help the Commission. Everyone thinks it's now unprofessional and so on. To provide professional advice, but professional advice, we understand that this is a difficult process. Yes, we need lawyers, we need specialists that are working with the law, working with taxes, working with technical issues. That's that expert group. In a nutshell, we do not see any individual company representatives in it. Yes, we see representatives there who can give expertise to the market. We want to see there not just one player, some representative, I don't know, Bet365 for example. We want to see there an association of bookmakers instead, who could voice their common position, announce it, agree on it. And to address this position to the Commission, so that in the future it could make some decisions reflecting the will and expertise of the whole area. This is exactly the basic idea. As far as I know, the Council will include 20 experts at least at the first stage. I really hope that there will be lawyers, technical and IT specialists, tax specialists, representatives of the Verkhovna Rada, foreign representatives. We have requests already. If any European Commission wants to have a representative, we will be happy to invite them there. But once again, I want to emphasize that it is very important that this expert council is not created for market players, individual companies. They have to represent a direction. Since we have slot machines, online casinos, betting providers, land-based casinos, poker, B2B, we would like to see opinion aggregators, and not some individual requests.
Everyone is interested in the issue of taxation and, in particular, the taxation of players, their winnings. Do you think it's possible to review this point in the tax legislation? And would this issue be addressed in the nearest future?
A good and actual question. Recently, we met with members of the tax committee. The position is as follows. At the next session of Verkhovna Rada, they will review amendments to the tax code that everyone has heard about, the ones that have already been approved and agreed by the committee, all for the first reading. Let's hope that the first reading will be successful because we need to give some indication to the market, how things would be. But I want to emphasize once again to everyone. Mainly, I still address the market and those that want everything to start working faster. We have an understanding of why it can somehow get delayed. First, most likely, and we will insist that there is no tax on winnings. But there will be a certain cap of winnings, from which taxes will be officially withdrawn later. Thus, this cap is now offered to be from $2,000 to $3,500. Exceeding this amount would result in the need to pay taxes. This is a normal European practice. As for the military levy, it exists in Ukraine, but we also ask you to understand how this would be possible to remove it. These 1.5%. In any case, we will think about how to make it, but this is such a big problem. Why one particular industry shall be exempt from the military levy?
Do you think these optimistic scenarios, suggesting that the first licenses would be issued before the new year, can still become true? Is there a hope?
My personal opinion, and it is reasonable, I believe that it is quite possible. Definitely possible for the land-based, for the offline business. Because offline is not linked. Again, the rules are clear for offline, they understand their license fees. It is not linked to online monitoring. It is not linked to a triple payment for the license. Everything is clear with them. I know that the slot machine market is ready to pay a triple license, easily enter the market, it's okay for them. Land-based casinos are also ready, their position is clear. Their venues are ready, people are hired. And generally, we are most interested in creating jobs, filling these rental areas, so to start some movement already. I believe that we will definitely be able to launch the land-based business by December 20th. Online is harder. It's clear with lottery operators. We understand that no adequate operator will enter the market with a triple payment for a license, yes. But we are also solving this process, we have our own plans. I really hope that this expert council will also help to agree on some points. Because now we hear nothing but criticism. There are no constructive suggestions. Apart from empty statements that you don't listen to experts, on the other side no one says anything constructively. There is a certain mechanism that everyone needs to go through. I hope that the expert council involves only those constructive, positive and forward-thinking experts who will tell us, guys, don't worry, we will do everything. Therefore, I am sure that the land-based market will be launched. I'm really sure. Yes, we have one bottleneck. The public discussion of licensing terms ends on December 4th. And our bottleneck is, of course, the cabinet. We must accept the licensing terms at the cabinet. But the work is already underway. The Ministry of Finance has already sent its proposal. We are getting ready in advance for the meeting with the cabinet. Therefore, if we agree on licensing conditions at the Cabinet of Ministers before December 15, nothing prevents us from issuing licenses even in a paper format. Nothing at all.
Thank you very much for your time. Good luck. I hope we'll meet and talk again.
Yes, of course. Thank you.